Hi, welcome back to my analog series. As you've probably seen, this video is quite long, and the reason for that is that the video is quite spontaneous as well. I actually plan to do another video about, let's call it, emulating the X-Pan look by using a medium format camera and 3D printed adapters to fit a 35mm cartridge into that camera. Technically it worked, but the photos came out like this. So I scrapped that idea, at least for now, but I will give it another shot someday because I'm quite intrigued by the idea of shooting 35mm panoramic shots. I don't know what went wrong this time because I never had any issues with expired ilford before. I've shot ilford that was expired 50 years and it worked perfectly fine. It's one of the best films to shoot expired because it holds up quite well. Probably I did something wrong while loading or unloading the film. I will try to get behind it and give it another shot some other day. I even thought about buying a panoramic camera to work around that, but I don't really see myself spending any money on that because the cameras that I'm interested in are really expensive, especially the Hasselblad X-Pan. Even if I had the money, I don't think I would want to spend it on that. Of course, there's the Lomo Sprocket Rocket, and I'm really glad that Lomo produces these cameras, these unique cameras for a niche market. Don't get me wrong, but I'm not that big of a fan of that camera because it lacks all the controls that I would wish to have from a camera, like aperture and shutter controls. So not really my thing, and that's the reason why I will try it again using one of my medium format cameras, maybe try it with another one of those, and we'll see. But enough with the chit chat, I want to talk about this video, and as I said and as you've seen, this video is quite long because of its spontaneous nature, so I don't want to talk that much anymore. I just want to give you a brief overview over the films I've used. So in my Olympus Pen ES, I've shot a roll of Santacolor 100, which is just re-spooled Kodak Aerocolor. Which is a surveillance film by Kodak, and you can't really buy it from Kodak, but the only way to shoot it as a consumer like me is to buy it from a reseller like Santacolor or Reflex Lab, for example. And I thought it would be quite fitting to use in a half-frame camera because it's not too grainy, and I like the results that I've seen in the internet, for example on Lomography's website. Quite reddish, but to a scale that I still enjoyed. I can't really tell that about the pictures that I've got out of it because many of them are really red, and some even have a red scale look to them, so I don't know if that was just my roll or if I loaded it incorrectly, I don't know. I definitely will shoot this film again just to try it in another camera, in another lighting condition, and just to see if it's always like this or if it was just my roll. Maybe try it from another reseller, for example, like Reflex Lab. We will see. But that's what I did with the Olympus Pen ES. In the Nikon F3 I had a roll of Kodak Vision3 250D, so just the regular motion picture stock from Kodak. For example, used in Kinds of Kindness or in Nosferatu. A stock that I really enjoy shooting. The two medium format rolls that I took with me were Portra 160 and C. And C standing for natural color. Right now we only have Portra 160, but 10-15 years ago there was NC and VC. NC, as I said, natural color, VC, vivid color. And it's a really beautiful film. I quite like it. It's not the classic pastel Portra colors, but more natural, as the name suggests, and I really like it. The other roll I've shot was Kodak Vision3 250D, like in the Nikon F3, but as a 65mm IMAX version, so the same film used for Oppenheimer or Sinners. So yeah, these are the films that I took with me on the trip. Concerning the digital photos, there was something special for me this time as well, because normally I would just edit them in Lightroom, trying to emulate different film stocks and give them this certain look, trying to achieve that. But this time I was able to try out Dehancer for Lightroom. Dehancer is a film emulation plugin for video and photo work, so you can use it in DaVinci Resolve, Premiere Pro, Photoshop, Lightroom, or for example Capture One and some other platforms as well. But to be completely honest, open and clear about this, Dehancer reached out to me to make a review, to test the plugin. And that's the reason why the pictures from the trip, the digital pictures from this trip, are graded with Dehancer, because I wanted to try it, see if it fits in my workflow, if I like the plugin at all, and to compare it to the analog pictures I've taken during this holiday. And yes, I wanted to clear that up. There was no money exchange. Yes, I have gotten the 1 month key. I have an affiliate link, but they didn't tell me what to say and how to say it, and I'm not a bitch. So I wouldn't have said yes to them if I didn't already like the plugin. I didn't use it for Lightroom so far. I have used it for DaVinci Resolve for I think 1.5 or 2 years now, and I'm quite happy with it. And that's the whole reason why I said yes to that. And I have to say I liked the Lightroom version as well. I had a lot of fun with it. It slowed down my workflow quite a bit, but I really do like the end result, so I think it was worth the time. And in the end, I'm still figuring out how to work with it the fastest or best way, but a friend of mine who uses Dehancer as well for Lightroom told me that he has totally different workflows for different scenarios concerning the aspect of how fast he has to be while editing, or if he has a client who wants the pictures in the next couple of days or not. But I wanted to be open and clear about that, so you know that I got the key from Dehancer. I have an affiliate link, and they asked me to do a review that I'm currently working on. I just wanted to say that in the beginning, but without further ado, here are the pictures. As I've said way too many times now, this video is a little bit different. I didn't really plan to do it in the first place. I just felt like doing it, and then I made it. I won't really talk over the pictures anymore. I won't really state my opinion. I just want to let them stand for themselves, have the photos, the videos, and the nature sounds that I captured, and of course the ambience music by ASCII in the background. Thank you very much, mate, that I'm able of using your music. I'm really grateful for that. I love your work, and if you enjoy what you're hearing, I have some links in the description so you can check out his stuff. Yeah, I hope you have fun with this little, well, let's call it an ambience photo walk, I guess. And I hope we see each other at the end of the video again. As you've probably already noticed, I didn't film at all the locations that I've taken pictures in, especially not the churches. And I still have some more pictures I would like to show you. Some of them are actually my favorites I've taken during that trip. Some from in between the days, some from my day of arrival, some of my day of departure. Because while driving there and while driving home, I didn't really take the direct route, so I did some in-between stops. For example, I stopped at a lake by a village and watched the sunset, did a walk, took some pictures, and while driving home I stopped at a, let's call it an outdoor museum, because in the 60s or 70s they wanted to build a nuclear waste storage facility next to that village, and the local population wasn't that keen about that idea. And they have quite an interesting outdoor museum concerning that topic, with barrels and photos, articles and all of that. And I wanted to stop by and take some pictures of that as well, and here is a slideshow. This is gonna be it with this, well, I can't really call it a little photo walk because this video is over half an hour long. And if you really stayed until now, thank you very much. I really appreciate that. If you enjoyed what you've seen, consider liking and subscribing. I hope you have a great day. And until next time, take care and more pictures.